Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, well, we just wouldn't make it without you guys. But let's get open for business. And thank you for tuning into this morning's edition of Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because you can't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys because things happen late in the evening, late at night, and first thing in the morning, and you want to make sure you are up to speed with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. We are less than a month away, guys, from the team reporting in Oxnard. It's just like this offseason has been kind of a blur. We are literally 76 days, 8 hours, 24 minutes, and 47 seconds from the Dallas Cowboys kicking off against the Carolina Panthers. Is it me, or does it seem like that clock is going pretty quick? I think I started this in 95, 96, or something like that, and it seems like the time is going a little bit quicker. Maybe a watch clock does tick after all. 25, 24, 23, 22. Okay. But anyway, our Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott has been everywhere as far as the talking shows and everything else. In this past weekend, he ended up doing a camp, kids camp, with Zeke Elliott and some other players and stuff. Hearns was there and things for kids. And I remember meeting Dak at the autograph signing in Chantilly, and there'll be another one in a couple of weeks again. I'm not sure which player is going to be showing up for that. Um, but the thing I remember from meeting with Sean Lee and from Dak Prescott both of them said the quest for six. I don't know if this is a team motto that they've got right now. Like we've had, I forget. I don't even want to think about all the Jason Garrett isms and shirts and slogans we've had. But is this theory, the quest for six, the narrative for the Cowboys? Because that's what Dak Prescott said he was working on. Sean Lee said the same thing. In fact, I'll pull up the tape with it, so that way we can I can double check. But I remember they're working on the sixth ring. He wants it, and it seems like the team is hungrier than it's been, at least in my recent memory, at least from what I'm seeing from the outside. I don't know what goes on in the locker room or at the practice and things, but it seems like the mindset is we want to get it all. I like that. In fact, I love that. As much as people give Jerry Jones a hard way to go at being GM, one thing that we have to at least give them credit for. In past seasons, at the end of the year, we would be 20 something over the cap every year. And we'd either have to cut guys or restructure Tony Romo, DeMarcus Ware's contract, people's contracts, just to get to even on the salary cap. We went into this offseason for the first time with $19 million. Still not a tremendous amount of money when you see some teams that have, 50, 70, $90 million. But we didn't necessarily have to cut anybody to get below the cap. We had 19 million. We knew we had to sign Zach Martin. We knew we had to do something with DeMarcus Lawrence. We knew we had to do something with David Irving. And we now have a long-term deal for Zach Martin. We franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence, and we got a second-round tender for David Irving, and we still have $15 million. Well, 14.8, but we'll just say we'll round it up to $15 million in cap space. Say what you will about them, they've gotten their financial house in order. We've got $24 million in dead money, which you never want to have that much dead money. It's money that you spent that you didn't work out. It's like your wife buying that pair of shoes that looked great and everything else, but hurt her feet, and of course she never wears them because they hurt her feet. Can't get your money back on them. You can't get your money back on those free agents that you had or that dead weight that you had. But the fact that we're going and having some cash, and that fact that next year we've got a lot of cap room, and a lot of people are saying, well, you know, what are we going to do with that money? Well, some people say, well, use that to pay DeMarcus Lawrence. It's like, well, actually, if you do a deal with DeMarcus Lawrence, you'd actually end up creating more room on the cap in the same way that I pointed out to you guys. What the Cowboys are great at is when they do long-term deals. That first year, first number is cheap. Tyron Smith, $97 million. First year was only $6 million cap hit. So if they actually did a long-term deal with, say, a DeMarcus Lawrence, first year would probably be about $5-6 million for a cap hit. You'd actually save about another $10 million on this year's. But at the moment, there's no urgency to get any more money. If they were going to try and sign somebody, you've got more than enough. All your rookies are signed, all your players under contract. That's $15 million that you have of what if money. So what if? What if there's a veteran out there, and there's going to be a lot of veterans out there, that as camp gets here and some of these rookies start coming on and as they start going through camp, that are going to be released. There's some guys that still have some tread left on the tires. Not long-term solutions, but a guy who may be able to play a role. This is one of those things that New England is famous for doing. Finding guys that they need for 10, 12 plays a game that fit a role, that give them an advantage in those couple of plays. There'll be some guys out there that you look at and say, you know what, maybe this guy will be a little bit of a boost for us, or maybe a little bit more depth and things. And the Cowboys usually do sign a few guys towards the end of training camp. That's kind of been their thing. So we'll see what they plan on doing with that one. You never know. There may be somebody else out there that if they want to make a trade for, they can if they want to, and they can do the deal that they want to with him. I don't know who that might be, but we'll have to wait and see. But as anyway, guys, I can't quit my day job. So I am going to go out here and I am going to go get to work and get back here to the Man Cave. We'll be live streaming tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. Hope you guys will join us. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day and hope you guys had a wonderful, productive weekend. I will see y'all.